I didn't record when I woke up because I had to take Jacqueline somewhere. I just got back. I can't tell you where. I can't tell you where she's going. I can't tell you where I took her. I didn't take her to where she's going. I took her to a place, and then she's going to another place. You're going to have to listen to Poog. That's her podcast, Jacqueline Novak, my wife who I'm not married to. She doesn't call me her husband. She says partner sometimes, or boyfriend usually. Whatever. Our relationship, I don't know where it's at. It's been a while though. We've been living together for a long time, so it's on solid ground at the moment. We just don't know what we call it, or we call it different things. It doesn't matter to me. I have no desire to be called a husband. I don't like how it sounds, really. Yeah, I'm more of a boyfriend. I'm a bad boy. I'm a boyfriend. I'm in a boy band. I'm not, but I could. One of those older boy bands that have come back, there's got to be one of them that are missing, like a 98 Degrees. They got to be missing a guy. And I can go out there and pretend I'm a 98 degree. I can't sing, but you auto tune it. There's a backing track. I could fake it. And I can learn the dance moves. I'm not really a good dancer, but if you give me the moves, I think I could copy them. And then I'm out there on an I Love the 90s tour with 98 Degrees. I don't really, maybe not 98 Degrees. What's that other one that they sang about Abercrombie and Fitch and the Chinese food? That one. I don't remember what their name is. And I'm not going to pretend to respect the music because I don't. I just want to be singing and dancing on the stage. Even though I'm not really singing, there's going to be a backing track. And I'm just trying my best to hold on to the choreography. I just don't think anybody knows who the original members of some of these groups are. If you're outside of Backstreet Boys in Sync, nobody really knows who's in. Oh, Nick Lachey, he was a 98 Degree. It would have to be a non-Lachey. If you don't have Lachey, you don't have 98 Degrees. That's who they're showing up for. I guess if you just have the rights to the name, nobody even really cares because they're expecting to see him. And if you have somebody that looks like him, well, that's not me. I don't look like Nick Lachey. I've been told that I look like Mark Wahlberg. I don't see it. But I've been told that 3 times. The first time I heard that, it was a showbiz type person who said, "You look just like Mark Wahlberg. You probably get that all the time." And I said, "I never heard that before in my life." And I have no idea where you got that from. A few years go by, nobody says I look like Mark Wahlberg. Another dude, a comedian who doesn't really know me, just says that to me. He's like, "You look exactly like Mark Wahlberg. You must hear that all the time." I said, "I heard it one other time, and I thought they were lying to me." He's like, "You do?" I was like, I don't see it." A few more years go by. I'm standing on the subway platform at Bryant Park waiting for the B train. A guy says to me, "Dude, are you Mark Wahlberg?" And I said, "No." He said, "You look just like Mark Wahlberg." I was like, I've been told that a couple times. Then he says to me, "You must be related to him. You must be like a cousin." I said, "No, I'm not related." And then he says, "I'm going to tell my wife I met Mark Wahlberg's cousin." And then, "Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't." I was like, "That's great. Thank you very much." I take it as a compliment. I think Mark Wahlberg is a good looking guy. I met him once years and years ago when I worked on a movie that he was in. He did not say I looked like him. And by meet him, I offered him a drink and he said no. And that was pretty much the extent of our conversation. I was friendly with his assistant. Oh, but his brother is in the Backstreet Boy. If I can look enough like a Wahlberg, maybe I can replace the Donnie Wahlberg and no, not Backstreet, but he's a New Kid on the Block. So maybe I could be like a fake Donnie and New Kids on the Block. I don't even like any of this music. I don't know why I'm trying to get into a boy band. I just wandered into this premise somehow, and I've landed on a possibility. New Kids on the Block, maybe. But they're a different decade. They're the 80s. Then I'd be on the 80s tour. I really want to be on the 90s tour. Yeah, sorry, New Kids. I'm not going to take that job. You haven't offered to me yet, but let's just not even go any further. I'm going to hold out for another offer from another boy band or a band. I'd rather be in an actual band. I don't know how to play any instruments, and I can't sing. Again, in the boy band, me not singing is covered up by the other people singing. I just want to be in the music business. That's what I would love to do more than journalism, more than podcasting, more than stand-up comedy. I love stand-up comedy. It's like my favorite thing that I'm able to do. But I would rather be a musician, but I'm not able to do that. because that takes actual skill. Stand-up comedy, you just need to talk. You don't need anybody can do stand-up comedy. You could go out tonight, find an open mic, maybe not on a Sunday night, depends where you live. If you're in like a major city, you could probably find an open mic and go perform stand comedy, even poorly. It doesn't matter. You've just done it. And it sounded more like stand-up comedy than what I would do would sound like music. But music is not my calling. The news, that is in my blood. I mean, it's not in my blood. I don't have any relatives who were in journalism, so I guess I can't say it's in my blood. But it is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to read the headlines. Judge denies Carmelo Anthony's bid for new trial after murder conviction in track meet stabbing. He's not Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player. This is some kid who stabbed another kid at a track meet. And it became, I missed the story till like after more details came out. When people didn't know all the details, there was a lot of politicization. Politicization? You know what I'm saying? There, it was a politicization, it doesn't sound right, of this case when the details were not all out there. And once they were out there, pretty clear cut. It seems to me that this kid, Carmelo Anthony, went and stabbed this other kid. And maybe there was some argument, but the kid who he stabbed, I think his name was Austin, didn't seem to physically attack Carmelo Anthony. There's video of the stabbing happening. I missed all the discourse that was going on when it happened. I don't know why he was looking for a new trial. I guess you're always looking for a new trial if you get convicted of a crime. If I was convicted of a crime, that was the first thing I would do. Say, hey, how about another trial? Oh, that trial, come on. Another one, double or nothing. If I lose this one, you can put me in solitary, but I'm going to ask for another trial. Can we just keep doing them until I like going to court? Who doesn't love going to court? If you're in prison, going to court, that's like a field trip. That's a little vacation. You get to go sit around with just regular people. You can wear regular clothes that your lawyer bought for you at Kohl's. How much do you think Kohl's business relies on lawyers buying clothes for their clients? Not nearly as much as last minute funeral or school administrator, but it's probably like 3%. Bucky's chain draws outcry in Ohio for launching fight over Mini Mart's beaver logo. So there's another store in Ohio that's got a beaver logo, and Bucky's is going into Ohio. I don't understand the whole Bucky's thing. I've never been to a Bucky's. I hear talk of them like it's the best convenience store. I go to a convenience store, I need like maybe a couple of things. These massive convenience stores, oh, you can't believe how big this convenience store is. You're wasting my time. I got to take a 15-minute walk to get to the Gatorade Zero. When I go to 7-Eleven, right there. Next to the Gatorade Zero, the Celsius. And that's all I need. Maybe some pretzels. I'm not impressed by Bucky's. I know it's supposed to be great. When people go on and on about Wawa, I've been to Wawa. It's a 7-Eleven that you can get a sandwich at that's pretty good. But they don't have Slurpees, and they don't have those little like taquito roller things they put on the hot dog roller, but they're kind of gross. But there's been times where I've eaten them that they tasted really good. It was probably something to do with where I was at mentally at that time. They're not good. Don't eat them. But they have Bucky's is suing this other convenience store in Ohio that's got a beaver logo. So they're the big company coming into town saying, you can't have a beaver logo because we have a beaver logo. And these are adults. They really don't feel like two convenience stores can have beavers on the signs and exist in the world. Just both of you keep your beavers and go about your business. You know who stops there? It's the person who's passing it. I'm not going out of my way to go to either beaver convenience store if I'm in Ohio. If I'm driving by Bucky's and I want to walk through a football field of bullshit to get a Celsius, then I will. If I'm passing the other beaver place, then I'm going there. I should be the judge in this case. And I would just tell Bucky's, you just get the fuck out of here. You both have beavers. It's fine. Arrest warrant issued for wife of Massachusetts officer found dead at home. So they're saying the wife of a police officer killed him. I'm on her side right away. I don't know anything about this case. Maybe she is doing the thing where she's got a boyfriend and wants to be out of the marriage and kills the husband. It happens. It happens more often, the husband doing that to the wife, but it goes the other way. Still, at this moment, I'm on the wife's side on this one. Ex-Abercrombie and Fitch CEO is mentally fit for sex trafficking trial, judge says. This dude's old, the Abercrombie and Fitch dude. He's in his 80s, and I think he has Alzheimer's. So even when you put him through the trial, and who knows how much he can even deal with that, you put him in jail. At this point, he got away with whatever crime he did. If he did a crime, allegedly, innocent till proven guilty. But if he did the crime, he already got away with it. You're putting him in, what, like a hospital jail? Where he's being cared for because he's got he can't just be in a cell with Alzheimer's unless he's faking it. Like Harvey Weinstein was faking he was with a walker. Maybe this dude's faking he's got Alzheimer's. That's a hell of a fake out if you got a doctor giving you a Alzheimer's diagnosis. Indiana residents endure 11th day without power after storms topple power lines. 11 days is a long time, but it is a great digital detox. All the anxiety brought about by social media, constant contact with your job, it's all shut down. No news, nobody can call you. People pay money for this type of experience to be completely isolated from the world. And they just got it from a storm. You can't listen to this podcast right now, which is a shame. But other than that, I say, Indiana, enjoy your reprieve.